This short video shows you how you can help your daughter with her learning to attain the KPI. One of the questions that parents ask very frequently at Parents' Evening is, what can I do to help her? Well, in this video, through the Frog portal, through the My Child Frog app, we can show you quite easily how you can help support your daughter by directing her to resources that are particularly bespoke to her practicing the learning for those building blocks, those key parts of her learning that she needs to make future progress. So we're going to do this by clicking on My Child, and then we're going to go to Art and Design up here, Subjects, and select Geography. You'll notice that this child has attained a number of building blocks, but has one that she hasn't yet achieved, and this is to do with interpreting OS maps, Ordnance Survey maps, in the classroom and also in the field. And if we scroll across to the right hand side where it tells us that this is a key performance indicator, an important building block, if we click on the Learning Locker, we can see that there are three further boxes to open. The first one is the Exemplar Standards box, and this allows us to quickly see the type of standard that we are expecting at this level. So here we have a map with some Ordnance Survey positions located, some 4-figure Ordnance Survey locations. And this basically shows us the type of kind of thinking and skill that we'll be looking for this key performance indicator. So let's just close this down. That's a good reference point to help students know whether they've got the right kind of thinking. If we go on to Learner Resources and select Map Zone, we're a couple of clicks away from some digital resources that very quickly enable the students to practice. So if we have a look at this little rocket over here, this one's got grid references coming out the back, and here is some fairly straightforward information around grid references. So helps you understand and helps you work out and practice how to do those references. And as a parent, you can see that if you're both looking at this together, this is a relatively straightforward kind of skill that you can help your daughter pick up. Now, let's just imagine that your daughter has practiced that. She's enjoying finding out about grid references, and she's shown enough evidence already that she has attained the key performance indicator, but she wants to go deeper. We have a section here on Learner Extension Resources, which we can click. And in a couple of seconds, we can be at a more challenging and demanding resource. You'll see that this is a GCSE type resource. And as a consequence, it is got more challenging concepts in it and uses a more age-appropriate level of literacy in order to be able to explain the processes. But for those students who want to go deeper, this is an ideal resource. And this particular one is got a number of pages connected to it, but at the end of the process, your daughter can test herself, and she can print a screenshot of her results, or even show the actual choice of answers to her teacher, who can then judge as to whether she's exceeded the KPI or not. Similarly, we can select another subject. Let's go back to mathematics. And here what we can see is that at this stage, the student has got most KPIs, but are struggling with solving linear equations. So if we go over to our Learning Locker and click on Learner Resources, and the first link is to My Maths, Within a couple of seconds, we have some resources on solving equations bespoke to attaining the key performance indicator. So we can click the resources straight away and start the processes of practicing, getting the questions answered correctly or getting feedback when they're not answered correctly.